The most powerful Catholic in East Tennessee is out of his job. Pope Francis accepted the resignation of Bishop Richard Stika this week. Now, for the last 14 years, he has been the leader of some 70,000 Catholics across the region. The bishop faced ongoing criticism about his leadership style, but he says health concerns are driving this decision. So joining us now to talk more about this resignation are 10 News anchor John Becker and investigative journalist John North.
Good afternoon and good evening once again, Brittany. We appreciate you joining us. John's on to just give us a little bit more background. We'll hear some public comments that may have raised some eyebrows right after the bishop left from church insiders. But let's talk privately. For months, John, and even dating back years, we have heard some rumblings. This was a long time coming.
This has been building and building, and frankly, behind the scenes, many priests were getting extremely impatient that nothing was happening. The church moves very slowly, as I've heard more than once this spring and summer.
And some of that criticism is more substantive. I should say a lot of it is more substantive than just we didn't like his management style. It goes way deeper than that. Explain why.
Yeah, it was extremely pointed. It had to do with his leadership and questions about whether he had covered up or defended somebody improperly who had been accused of wrongdoing, a seminarian who had been accused of rape. There were also complaints about maybe the way he'd handled finances or pressuring priests to come up with money for the cathedral. It was pretty strong, and it got stronger as the months went by.
John, basically 3 hours after the bishop leaves his post, it's a little more than that, but at noon yesterday, already we were hearing public comments that seemed to criticize him publicly for his leadership from church insiders.
Really blunt, kind of startling, to be honest with you, that a priest, Father Peter Iorio, would, in a mass at noon, as you say, just hours after the announcement was made, say basically, it was time to go. We tried to talk to him. He didn't want to listen. We wish him the best.
Let's listen to some of that now.
I believe in my heart that Bishop Stika didn't know how to relate to the truth. Those of us who worked with him could not trust him because his actions did not match his words. And I shared this with him in a loving way directly, because Scripture says that we need to go to the person if we disagree. Trust is a foundational quality needed in any leader to be a person of integrity. Do to others what you would want them to do to you.
And John, he emphasized that again and again yesterday. The Archbishop of Louisville is now in charge and will have to pick a new leader, at least partly.
That's right, Archbishop Fobb. It falls to him now to sort of heal the wounds, if you will, reestablish sort of strong, comfortable leadership. We'll see what happens.
Big changes for the Catholic Church and the Knoxville diocese. Brittany, that perspective, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks to both of you for that insight.